Hey everyone, it's me, Anime Gamers here, bringing more so a discussion video about the next generation of video game consoles. I'm not sure how long this video will go on for, it's just probably going to be me doing a bunch of rambling. And the reason why I've been wanting to make this video more so a while now, but I feel like this is a good time to make it mainly because of what happened last night. Now, in case if you don't know, what happened last night is that someone who I'm subbed to, someone who I watch on YouTube, VGchartz USA, uploaded a video more so explaining why the Xbox One and PS4 launches will be a disaster. He got all this information from a source he kept secret. Now, alright, here's the thing. Well, a lot of people will discredit him mainly because of this secret source. I understand why, though. He had to keep it secret. He even had to himself. Essentially, what happens if he reveals who this person is? Hell, even say if he even revealed the gender is, it could be a big risk. Like, he would be blacklisted, like Refutech would be blacklisted, which is a term for, I believe, the fact that basically, if you're blacklisted, no company will ever want to have any contact information, like any contact from you again. Essentially, I believe that's it. And what it was is the fact that I believe that this guy would who's his source would end up losing his or her or its job. That's the problem right there. And it's the fact that this is press uses a lot of press use anonymous source all the time, and I want to point this out. Now, I'll actually get to this later on in the video, and it's also just going to be fucking talking about anonymous source. I know this is going to be a long video, isn't it? Here's what more so Rich, aka Refutech USA, mentioned in his video. Is that the reason why Watch Dogs, Drive Club, and the crew was delayed was essentially because the online is nowhere near as ready. Now, alright, here's the reason why I can actually believe this. Ubisoft, when they delayed Watch Dogs and say they want a quality experience, to me that was a little iffy, but the most likely reason was pretty much the fact that they didn't want it to compete with, have it overshadow Assassin's Creed 4, which it was the way it was going to turn out to be, because, hey, Assassin's Creed 3 is proof enough Ubisoft really doesn't care about putting out bug-free games, isn't it? And that the reason why is that these games are all delayed is that they have heavily online features, and the PS4 and Xbox One networks aren't finished yet. And there's an interesting reason, as why. In fact, I think the crew is more so online only. Like, here's the reason: the Xbox One, it's mainly because the update, all the DRM restrictions, they have to remove. They have to more so remake more so the entire network, because the first time around they based it all around it. Now, here's the thing why it could be troubled with the PS4 network could have potentially problems. You want me to tell you? Take a guess. Take a guess on what it is. They were going to put DRM in there as well. Yeah, and it's like, I've always feared the fact that, honestly, I will admit this, I was like one of the people, how should I say this, a cheerleader for Sony when Microsoft decided to turn to became a dickhead to gamers. But a part of me though in my head was like, is something really at all going to do this as well? Because here's my main suspicion. For starters, they have a patent that was filed earlier this year for use game block. Yeah, they've done that. In fact, go look up. In fact, I may even put a link down in the description to it for this patent block use games. And maybe they're going to do something different or similar. In fact, I believe the fact that how the $10 program, where if you spend $10 for a game you already own on PS3 and 360, and there's a PS4 and Xbox One version, you would get that version, the next gen version, for $10. I believe it works something like that, because in order to play the next gen version, if you have the PS4 version and you spend $10, for example, if I bought Battlefield 4 on PlayStation 3, then when I got PS4, I would in order to upgrade to the next gen version, it'd be $10. But I would have to more so, if it's the retail copy, here's what I would have to do. Put it into the system, the PS3 copy into the PS4 system, essentially. And it would have to run off of that disk, I think. Or as a detection to see the fact that it's a legit copy. That's the case. And what else is there? I think that's actually how it works. I'm not too sure. And yeah, it's the fact that I always figured the fact that here's also one of my other suspicions. Sony and Microsoft built the PS4 and Xbox One for third party in mind. And what does third party want to do? A lot of third party publishers put online passes into their games. Yeah. Put that around your head. Because there is that right there, more so that a lot of third parties, yeah, we want to put DRM online passes in all of our games so we could kill off things like piracy and used games. Now, alright, killing off piracy, yeah, alright, doesn't really affect me. Piracy's more so, yeah, it's pretty bad. But used games, the thing is the fact that every entertainment market has used games. I'm like, the gaming industry is the fact that, here's how I would say this. The people that more so, like the third parties that are going after used games, I like to more so call them spoiled brats or whiny bitches. You don't hear like the movie industry complain about used movies. In fact, like buying a movie is cheaper than a game. Now, granted, some movies do have small budgets, but what about like movies like The Avengers or Avatar? And movies are technically cheaper than games because I see DVDs and Blu-rays for around $20 to $30. Games, $60. So there's that. As the fact that it's like the third party more so been wanting to eliminate used games for a long time, and we've seen multiple occasions with DRM. They're like SimCity and Diablo 3. And it's like this is like, now I was going to expect some network problems because there's probably going to be network problems with the PS4 and Xbox One, and here's why. Because whenever there's anything that involves the internet, like connecting to the internet for something for like a massive new release on something this game in the video games industry, on day one, nothing works well at all. Like Diablo 3, SimCity, Grand Theft Auto Online. There's even a lot of betas where things are fucked. And some things, like I remember when a little interesting fact, the free eShop wasn't available the day the system launched. No. We had to wait like 3 months afterwards till E3, and the night that was available, there were server problems on the free eShop there. And I think I heard some problems when the Wii U came out. There were still server problems there. So, yeah, there's all of that. It's like, because I do not expect this, like, alright, did anyone else really expect this to be a smooth as hell launch? Seriously. There's going to be, like, console launches typically aren't smooth. Most of the time, the launch games are just ports. There's usually, like, a few months drought. And shit's like in 2014, all I really know that's exclusive for the next gen consoles for the PS4 and Xbox One so far only is that has a concrete release date, I believe, is Infamous Second Son. Ain't too sure about that. And if you say Titanfall, here's all I have to say: it's on PC and Xbox 360, so it's a cross-gen game. Even in the Xbox One, we'll probably not even get the definitive version of Titanfall, counting the PC version. But, oh yeah, there's also another thing I wanted to mention that was in ReviewTech's video. Is that this is also, speaking of definitive versions and go way to lead to it, here's the reason why ReviewTech, now, this is the thing I don't buy at all with it. It's like, it's weird though, Maybe it's to help with the performance, maybe, and online. But essentially the thing is, Call of Duty Ghosts on PS4 and Xbox One have to are in 720p native 1080p. I mean, native 720p on the PS4 and Xbox One. And the reason being is a connection issue. It's the fact that I'm not sure as to why. Maybe the fact that they're getting a 1080p for like cloud computing or something, or I'm not too sure. But even then, it's like that. Honestly, I don't really buy that much at all, not one bit. But alright, here's also another thing I want to discuss with next gen. Why aren't companies reaching 1080p on a lot of games? Seriously, I imagine something like this would be at least most games do it, but like Battlefield 4 on PS4 is 900p, Call of Duty Ghosts on Xbox One is like, I think confirmed to be 720p. It's like, what? Killer Instinct is also 720p. Dead Rising 3, I think, is 720p 30 frames. What the fuck there? And it's like, honestly, I'm not sure if this is pure laziness or they're just rushing these ports out for launch. They could get better as it goes along, but if you say like they have to learn, I don't even buy the fact that they have to learn the hardware more. These consoles are built like PCs. Companies like, for example, DICE, the developers of the Battlefield franchise, have had years of experience on architecture similar to the Xbox One and PS4. There's honestly no really excuse in my eyes for no 1080p. Maybe these consoles aren't as powerful as we think they are. That could be the case. And it's like this, and it's like, now, here's also another thing I want to bring up. Don't ever fucking believe anything PR tells you without any more so concrete proof. And what I mean by this, it's been stated that Call of Duty Ghosts on PS4, it's been confirmed by, I think, someone at Sony or Activision, it'd be 1080p on PS4. I am not going to believe that one bit until I see Call of Duty Ghosts in 1080p on the PS4 in action when the system and the game comes out November 15th, I think, is the release date for the PS4. It's like the 14th or the 15th. Here's why. They're going to do anything to get you to spend your money on whatever version of the game you want. For example, a good case scenario is, I believe this was the case with Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on Wii U. Activision at first when it was announced that it was saying to Wii U claimed it being 1080p native. When the Wii U was released, turns out Black Ops 2 was 720p native. See that right there? Yeah. Because these are just PR willing. These could just be PR willing to. I'm just sorry about that, but yeah, these are just PR trying to more so get you to believe something that may or may not be true. Never like more so fully believe PR or just like a developer like when it comes to definitive versions, because in the end it could all just be bullshit. And even and what else is there I need to talk about? Oh yeah, yes, I'm going to head back to this, the Refutech video. Yoshida, yeah, I just butchered his name, but meh. He made a response after someone sent him the video, and here's his response. So stupid. And it's like, that just struck me as odd. It's not like the typical response you would hear someone get disproved. Maybe it's the claims, but even then, I'm like, there's still evidence the fact that you possibly were at least considering to somewhat to go with DRM. And that's mainly because of, I said, the whole goddamn patent, Sony. And yeah, it's like, and even it's like, these Sony ponies are more so just going out and defending, like, Sony as they usually do. Now, here's always the thing. Here's another thing I want to bring up. Brand fucking loyalty. Don't ever fucking be loyal to anyone in this goddamn industry. That should be a fucking law. Because you want me to tell you why? Here's a little secret about them. They aren't loyal to you at all. They just want your money. Yeah, I went there. It's because, yeah, like, how many times the fact that consumers were loyal to a developer or publisher, and yet in the end they were screwed over. Look at how Microsoft was treating a lot of the Xbox fans when it came to the Xbox One announcement, just gamers in general, or when Aliens Colonial Marines was when it came to Gearbox's loyal fans, the guys that love series like Brothers in Arms and Borderlands, or BioWare when it came to the ending of Mass Effect 3. That was screwed over because, yeah, essentially what companies are mainly after is your money. Don't be loyal to a single company because, in a way, every company in this industry is in it for the money, and they will do stupid ways to go about, like Capcom with their rehashes, Namco Bandai with their absurd amount of retarded, stupid as hell DLC. EA, like, even though they no longer do them, the online passes, just name a few. Like, you guys know how crazy it fucking gets in the game industry. It's like, honestly, it's the fact that it has gone to the point to where, honestly, I just don't fucking care what I'm going to support. If the game looks good, I honestly don't care, like, the business practices of said company anymore. If I hear a game is good, I'll go and pick it up. I hate Capcom's business practices, but I bought Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney 5, Dual Destinies, day one, no hesitation. I'm really enjoying the game. I honestly don't really care for Capcom's problem. I honestly don't really... I'm not even in the mood to boycott any company because it's just ridiculous. Because, hell, if you're going to say, like, oh, but these companies do... Capcom does things like this like DLC. Any game that has ever had a pre-order bonus, that is a DLC pre-order bonus, I believe has been dislocked. Think about it. So honestly, it's either that or not support or not buy very few games essentially. Because if I want to, like, a lot of my favorite game franchises are more so married to some of the shittiest business practice ever. Look at the DLC for the Tales of games. Those are just like, what the shit is all of this? What the? Buying levels, money, health potions. Well, I guess gels. They're known as gels in the Tales of franchise. But yeah, or it's pretty stupid to how absurd the DLC for the Tales of franchise is. And honestly, it's like, here's the thing. If they're going to show loyal, here's the thing. You have to more so, like, how should I put this? Basically, fuck it, no one's loyal in this industry. I guess there are, like, few developers. Like, I've heard some nice things that CD Projekt Red does. But mainly, you know what? Scratch that. Before I go and contradict myself, scratch the fan said about everyone's more so in the for the money. That's sort of true. They all have to more so in the end, they'll make money. But just purely for the money, that's not true. There are actually people in it for the games. I'm not sure what I was thinking when I made that goddamn statement. And now I'm here contradicting myself about it. But, yeah. This was just like a little bit rambling of the next generation of consoles. This video wasn't actually going on for as long as I thought it was going to be, or just all the gaming industry in general. I think I just sort of gone about anything I just wanted to talk about. I think I may have missed a couple things, but oh well. But yeah, anyways, it's me and the Game Nerd. I'm signing out. Peace.